Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models and welcome to this inbox review. Now this is going to be of a Hobby Boss Hurricane Mark 1. It's in 1/48 scale. Now the cool thing about this is it's a pretty brand new tool from 2022. So, relatively new. It was late 22 as well. And I've kind of just managed to get my hands on it. Nice Hurricane, kind of something I've been looking for, a nice new tooled Hurricane. It is by Hobby Boss. We do get a few little extras with this. It is retailing at around about £35, which isn't bad because you do get a few little extras in there. A couple of markings just on the side there and some more here. Does show a bit of photo etch as well. Right, so let's just open this up, which it's a very tight box, to be fair, so it's a bit hard to open up. Do give me a second. But yeah, let's move along. Now it is nicely packaged as well. I mean, we will see the fuselage section comes in a nice bit of bubble wrap. Right, now let's take a look at that surface detail. Now this surface detail is coming in, I mean, maybe a little bit strong, but it is highly detailed. Tons of recessed rivets, recessed panel lines. Right, we can even see those kind of big bolts going on there. Do excuse my nails, I've been working on my car. We've got all that kind of rib work going on as well, looking actually rather cool. And the opposite side, same level of lovely surface detail. Try and get at that 90-degree angle. I'm not seeing any fading of any of this surface detail that we have just here. Couple of little, let's have a look inside. We do have a bit of an ejector pin mark going on there, but yeah, we've got a ejector pin mark there. I don't know how visible that's going to be. But we do have a little bit of detail going on just on that side. I am noticing the tail section here. As you can see, that is going to come in across there. Maybe just be careful with fitting that, just do a bit of test fitting along there. Looking really cool. Again, that surface detail, which, let's get out some more of that. As I say, might be a little bit in your face. I mean, if we take a look, I mean, it does look amazing, right? There is so much detail on there, but it may be a little bit too much in your face. You kind of put a wash on there, and it's going to bring all this to the foreground, and you don't want it to be too overpowering, which hopefully, as you can see, it could actually be a little bit overpowering. I know if you've seen like an Edard kit, they have loads and loads of these recessed rivets and everything all over, bags and bags of detail, but they are fine. They're really fine. They only just take a wash, so it doesn't fully bring it to the foreground. It's almost like Hobby Boss has gone off to try and do the same thing, but they haven't got it, from what I can see, as fine. Now I haven't sort of built this, I haven't put a wash on it to see what it's like. It's just one of those little possible concerns I might have with it. You may have to play around with your weathering a little bit, maybe pick your colors just right, maybe kind of not let it sit in those recessed rivets a bit too much. You may have to adapt with your weathering, but it does look fantastic, right? That is absolutely gorgeous. Even on the top of the wings, absolutely bags and bags of detail. I just hope it doesn't it's not too much, if you know what I mean. Hopefully it's not, but just something to think about. Got another sprue just here. We have propellers. We do have our seat just in there. Little bit of detail going on with there. We have a bit of cockpit detail. We've got a bit of that kind of rib work going on there. A couple of little wires and stuff going on with that. So yeah, you're probably going to see a little bit of those ejector pin marks on the fuselage section, just maybe a little bit, maybe something to take care of. Nothing major on that sprue there. We then have I think these are some panels, right, which I think I remember looking at this, and yes, it does have ejector pin marks, but it is one of the panels, I do believe, that goes just there, so it can be covered up. You know, even if you have it opened, you could have it always sort of sitting like that. Don't turn it upside down. So not a major big deal with that. We do have our cockpit canopy sort of just here, which I haven't yet got out, but they have nicely packaged these up. So let's just carefully remove this, and yes, we just get out our, I've got the sticky tape stuck to me, there we go. Right, let's have a look at this on the camera. It's looking, you know, ooh, hold on, let me put this one up to the light. I mean, it's I wouldn't say it's crystal clear. I mean, maybe just a tinge bit hazy. I don't know how, well, if you probably can't see that on camera. Only a tinge bit hazy. Not potentially a big deal, but you know, it is there. Once it's on the model, you probably wouldn't notice it, you know, but you know, it's not the best I've seen, but it's not the worst I've seen. It's not too bad, to be fair. Moving along, we have a few little goodies that actually come with this one, right? So let's just get this out. We have a clear instrument display panel, right? Just there. We can just sort of make out some of that detail going on with that. So I'm assuming there's going to be deckled instrument display panels, and you could put that on the back of it and, you know, kind of make it look quite funky. So that's kind of cool. We do also get some rubber wheels, right? That's a nice little added addition. So sort of condoning the whole £35 for this kit. We do get a little bit of photo etch, which isn't bad because it is the seat belts, and you know, that really kind of does make a difference, I do believe, when it comes to cockpits. You know, having those photo etch seat belts really does set things off, rather than having it molded on, or in some cases they do as decals for some strange reason. Right, so let's have a look at the decals or decals, depending where you are in the world. Right, ooh, these are nicely taped down, so I'll just give these a little slice. There we go. And let's have a look. Now, these are by Hobby Boss, which are generally pretty good from Hobby Boss. Feeling quite thin. We zoom you back a bit. Looking at it, the colours do look good. Does that look centered? Looking quite centered and lined up. We do have those decals as dials, right, to go with the clear part as well. Yeah, all looking pretty good, not bad. Nice set of decals there. And then looks like we've got some numbers. What we've got on here, what is this? Not sure what this is. Right, let's have a look at the instructions and see what they say. This is potentially a bit of a new one for me. Bit of advertisement, and then we have some instructions. Yes, we do have our sort of colour call outs just here, which looks like we've got about 4 markings. You know, a nice bit of a Mark 1 just there. Different camo pattern. We've got the sort of black wings as well. Right, let's flip this over, and again, a couple of just standard kind of looking hurricanes just there. But yeah, nice markings laid out nicely. Colour call outs for Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Model Masters, Tamiya, Humbrol, and all those good ones. So let's have a look at these instructions and see what they bring us. So yes, cockpit section starts off quite nicely. Yes, shows the decal going on our clear instrument display panel, building up this kind of framework for our cockpit, which then goes into our fuselage section just there. And yeah, I mean, very sort of looks very simple. Typical World War II fighter build: 2 fuselage halves, 2 wing sections together, bring the fuselage and the wing section together. Rather cool. We do have these panels on here, but I didn't notice any sort of MGs or anything. Like, it's kind of almost maybe left that for scratch building, or maybe sort of like future releases or something like that, but those panels are there but no detail inside them. Kind of interesting. Little bit of wheel well work going on with there. Just a couple of bits going on in and around. Doesn't look too hard at all, and I don't see any potential problems with this as well. We do have the landing gear and the canopy going on, and that's it. Oh, it must be canopy masts then. Okay, so this is some canopy mast that comes with it as well. It just looks very different, and it's really hard to see where it's all been cut, to be fair. But yeah, canopy mast, so rather cool. Do get a lot of nice little added extras with this kit, which, you know, really does kind of make it a nice thumbs up. I mean, I know it's kind of like £35, which is kind of like bordering on shall we say top prices kind of for a 1/48 scale kit, but it is a brand new tool. You do get photo etch, you do get canopy masts, rubber road wheels, looks like some nice decals. Surface detail does look amazing. I mean, yes, just be careful. I'm not quite sure about the over detail, maybe, and that's just a maybe. It's kind of like maybe a bit of testing on that. Other than that, do you know what, I think it's definitely a big thumbs up, and it's one that I would really like to build. Right, just going to find some time to build it, which would be rather cool. So apart from that, as always, until next time, my name is Boy Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.